Something strange is happening.
What do you do?
Monitoring tidal fluctuation, other possible stresses on the ecosystem.
What do you think is going on?
They've been late before.
Not this late.
What the hell is that?
It's methane hydrate. Fire ice.
Looks like a hell of a lot.
Send me the data.
Of course.
Whales are back.
I know.
Lizzie, no!
Regarde ce qu'on a pris encore ce matin. Attends. Par là. J'ai des hommards qui m'aident. Regardez mon homard, il est très beau aujourd'hui, hein. Il est là.
C'est bon.
Bonjour. Aujourd'hui à choix, hein? Ouais, pas mal. Ça peut aller, peut-être un peu léger.
Oh, ça suffira pour un ravioli et pour une salade, hein?
Ah, maintenant, c'est vous qui faites mon menu.
Ah ouais? Mais qu'est-ce que j'en sais? Moi, j'ai pas les moyens pour vos prix, hein?
Bientôt, moi, je n'aurai pas les moyens pour les vôtres. Bon, c'est bon. Put this on ice, please.
Moi, je commencerai par des frites.
Deux dorades et un homard pour l'assiette, s'il vous plaît. C'est bon.
Tiens, tu me passes les homards, s'il te plaît, 2 secondes. Alors, on va boire un verre après. Il est à 17h. Allez, tiens.
Sophie, à tout préparer les petits oignons, là.
Gilberto, débarrassez-vous du reste des homards et nettoie ce gâchis.
Oui, bien sûr.
Get rid of it. Gilberto, finissez cela. Je vais prendre l'air.
I'd like to get out of here before midnight.
He's a sous chef. He works in the kitchen at Le 5.
Where we went for your birthday?
Yeah. Came in this morning. His clothes soiled with black vomit. High fever, acute diarrhea. They had to induce a coma. The chef also collapsed outside.
When?
Last night. His clothes were covered in the same vomit. He died before we could get to him. We're waiting for permission from his family to do an autopsy.
Sorry. Let me know when you get the results. Thank you, Sophia.
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Papa est parti pour un verre.
Il avait une réunion.
Mais, et Tania?
Elle est au Portugal.
Il ne le sait pas.
Que quoi?
Quand on est parti.
Mais non, mais maman, il n'y a rien à faire là-bas. Nous, on connaît personne, lui, il est jamais là.
Enfin, vous auriez pu m'appeler quand même.
Ça va, je suis montée dans un train.
We almost got on the wrong train.
Shut up.
Vous pouvez pas partir comme ça. Si vous est arrivé quelque chose.
Mais qu'est-ce que tu voulais qu'il nous arrive?
Oh, c'est pas la question, Isabelle. Il faut qu'on sache où vous êtes, c'est tout. Bon, on parlera de tout ça après. Ne touchez à rien, je reviens.
Pourquoi toute ta bouche, toi aussi, là?
Tais-toi.
Oh, toute bête.
3 weeks, and you couldn't find the time to...
Something came up.
Something always comes up.
I have to work, Cecile. You have to work. We all... I'll be back in Brussels tomorrow. I'll take him
They
to...
are here, Michael.
What?
They came home.
By themselves?
Yes, by themselves.
All right, I'll drive down at the weekend. I'll bring him back.
Do you really think I'm going to let them go back?
Oh, Cecile, come on.
They shouldn't have left. I've told them as much.
But they were alone. And I hear it's not the first time.
And you never leave them alone?
Of course I do, but not all.
Overnight without someone coming to stay.
And not on their holidays when I've promised we'll spend time together. Do you just expect them to sit around?
And wait for you?
Well, yes, actually, they're children.
Oh, yeah, children in a city they don't know.
No, without their father.
I have to go. Call them in a few days.
Hello.
Hi.
Nothing to eat?
If you wanted something, you should have told me.
Ik dacht dat jij mij wilde verrassen.
Dat heb ik, geloof ik. Wat wil je?
Nee, ik ga het halen. Het is mijn beurt om jou te verrassen.
She thinks being on holiday means 6 meals a day. You're giving a talk on whale song. There's a flyer in our hotel.
I was. Got canceled with everything that's happened.
Must have been terrible. You're a cetologist?
You?
You look out there. I look up there.
Astronomer?
Astrophysicist. They say we know more about space than the oceans. Not sure who they is. My parents once asked me why I wanted to spend my life searching for something no one even knew existed.
What did you say?
Hope. Sounded good at the time. Deep down, though, the idea of not being alone is strangely comforting.
We should get going.
Here. We're staying a few more nights at the inn, if you feel like talking. Send me a message.
Professor, welcome aboard.
Captain!
You're older, Seeger.
Oh, by 6 years. You haven't aged at all, though, Jasper.
Maybe just no aging left to do.
Surprised you're still doing the Northern Tour.
Never one for the heat. The land, for that matter.
Hello, Sigurd.
Tina?
Shall we head below?
Steer 014. They should come into view right about now.
So, Madame Nicola.
What's that?
Ice worms. How long have they been here?
We just came across them a few days ago.
I thought you said they covered 50 square meters.
They did when we first discovered them.
Are you sure we're in the same spot?
Let me double check. Same spot.
Can you get closer?
What are they doing?
They are feeding.
On what?
See those brown patches? That's the bacterial mat which the worms feed on. The white spots are patches of frozen methane. Do you have the footage from the original dive?
We do?
I'd like to see that.
I'll have someone set it up for you.
Turn that up. What was that?
Sometimes we get some sort of interference from kinks on the tether.
Picture? Picture. Thank you. Picture. Picture. Could you upload these?
All of them, Professor?
Please.
Will you do the honors?
You did not get this in the canteen.
Thought it might make the meal go down easier. So you had something to show me?
There are species of ice worm living this far north, but none of them have teeth, let alone jaws like this. And that's not all. Ice worms are broadcast spawners. It means they spew billions of sperm eggs into the water, very few of which are fertilized, and those that are, well, they take weeks to hatch. There is no known species that can reproduce fast enough to cover an area this big in just a few days. And also, they're bigger. Almost double the size of the ones you spotted a few days ago. So I mean, I know this isn't what you wanted to hear, but I think it's a pretty good guess that we're looking at a new species. And if we are, then I'll name it after you. You can think of it as a parting gift from an old friend. I'll send you some names of the experts in the field so you can follow up.
I'd rather stick with you.
Tina?
It won't be like the last time. It won't.
It will. Because it's the only way
No,
you
I
know.
wouldn't have called you if that were true.
You call me because you need me. Hofstad Energy needs me.
We do. But that doesn't mean
The government is opening up 50 new fields in the Norwegian Sea. Exploration of oil, gas, hydrates, minerals which no one will be allowed to develop unless you can get a clean bill of health from the environmental groups breathing down Hofstad's neck. Which is why you'd like to add my name to the list of other experts you've consulted.
We're doing it right this time.
Yeah, you say that.
No, I'm not just saying that. I mean it. If the worms or anything we discover proves to be environmentally sensitive, it will be in my report. Nothing will be deleted or buried in the footnotes.
And if it kills Hofstad's plan to develop the site?
It will still be in my report.
Okay, but this time, when you write your report before you submit it. I sign it. Every page, top, bottom.
Okay.
How long did you run the test?
A little over 24 hours. As you can see, the worms ate right through the bacterial mat and then carried on into the ice, which explains their teeth and oversized jaws.
But it doesn't explain why they ate through the bacterium. There's nothing in the ice for them to feed on.
Whatever the reason, they kept going until they suffocated.
Why would they do that?
Some species display self-destructive behavior. Sometimes it's population control, sacrifice for the group, but that doesn't seem to be the case here.
It doesn't. We checked the rate of reproduction of the bacterium as well. It's faster than any other known bacterium. It looks like you've stumbled on a new species of ice worms, and also a new strain of bacterium.
Smack in the middle of Hoofdstad's fields in the Norwegian Sea.
We'll write up our findings and send the report to...
To me. Copied to Seeger. I'll circulate it to the people who need to know at Hoofdstad. Is there somewhere I can make a call?
You can use my office.
So, what do you think they'll say?
Well, Hoofdstad? There's not much they can say. It's a new species, it's fact, it's not up for debate.
Sure, the information is fact, but what they decide to do about it, that's another question.
Yeah, you're right. It's true. Unfortunately, it's not my decision.
So that's it? You deliver your report, collect your check, and move on?
It's enough, Rahim.
No. It's fine. Listen, you, why don't you fight your battles your way, and I'll fight them mine. Katerina, thank you. And just be sure to copy me with a report.
Sure.
Yep.
You are entitled to your own opinion, whether I agree with it or not. But what you are not entitled to do is to insult someone with whom this institute has dealings. You want to challenge Dr. Johansson? Go to Trondheim. Sit in one of his lectures, and when he asks for questions, ask him. Until then, you pay him the respect that he deserves.
So what should we do about them?
Do about them?
Your worms. What do we do about them?
You proceed under Norway's rules for ecological impact on seabed oil and gas operations.
What we're asking, Dr. Johansson, is if there's anything we can do to expedite the process.
Well, assuming that you want to do this by the book.
Which I assure Dr. Johansson we do.
Whether or not you need to cease operating depends on how widespread the species is. If it's distributed over a much larger area than the area disturbed by the operation, then I see no major risk for biodiversity loss, and so you can proceed. It's not a problem. However, if it isn't, then you have to stop.
Which is why we need to go back and have another look. See how far they've spread. Take some more sediment samples.
It seems like your worms are doing far more harm to themselves than anything we could do to them.
Aren, I'm not trying to stop you. I'm trying to do the job you hired me to do, which is to make sure we do things in the most environmentally responsible way possible. I spoke to Captain Alban. We can charter the Thorvaldsen for another week, 2 if we need it. The sooner we get back out there, the sooner we'll know the extent of the problem.
Fine. And Aaron? I want you to go with them.
Happy to. I'm sure you can use an extra pair of hands.
Always.
Yep, well, I'm just looking forward to the pleasure of your company. Aaron is exactly how I remember it.
I would argue worse. And Erika?
Well, she's better.
At what?
Saying something without actually saying anything. So, do you need a ride?
I have one, thanks.
Oh. Yeah, okay. So, I'll just see you out there then.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See you back out there.
Sure.
Did anyone else not show up today?
One of the apprentices.
Did you hear from them? Do you have the address? I will go check on them.
Yes, in my office.
Can you also make me a copy of your reservation list from last night, please? So I can check if anybody else got sick.
Must have been the lobster.
The lobster?
Yeah, the chef, Monsieur Bouquillon, he was preparing it, and it...
What?
It just burst.
What happened to the lobster?
Gilberto, he started to clean up the mess, and then the apprentice, Alaina, she threw it away.
Where?
Down the waste disposal. Gilberto, is he...
He's in good hands, I promise.
Oxygen! Adrenaline now!
Hold him down! Hold him down!
Elena?
Y'a quelqu'un?
Yes?
Cecile? Where are you?
At the apprentice's flat.
We just lost Miguel Gilberto. Cecile.
Cecile, are you there?
Leon Ottawa, Vancouver Island Marine Institute. Here to see Clive Roberts.
Let him through.
Days ago, everything in order. Entered Canadian waters yesterday. Nothing unusual. Then I can't control. No response when I try to steer.
You lost power?
No, we have power. Rather, not working. Jammed. Tugboats came, attached cables. I saw a shadow underwater coming fast toward us and the tugboats. The shadow got closer, and then it went down, disappeared. And then it came up out of the water. A humpback whale landed onto the tugboat. And a second humpback landed onto another tugboat.
You seen any other whales? Any calves? Any small ones?
No. Just two big ones.
Why did you ask about the calves?
Whales have been known to attack ships to protect their young, or when they're mating. But they don't mate in these waters.
We've been hearing reports of other incidents up the coast and in the States, too. It's causing hell for all of us. Ships backed up, waiting to dock. We're trying to get the go-ahead to reroute some freighters to Prince Rupert.
No wonder the rudder was jammed. Never seen such a thick coat of muscles.
Captain Nakamura told me the hull was clean when they sailed from Tokyo.
Mind if I...
We've got plenty to spare.
Hey.
714 meters.
They're bigger.
They're much bigger.
Ready to deploy, Captain.
What's wrong?
The core is broken through.
punched through the seabed, it released the methane trapped beneath. We see that from time to time on oil rigs, an uncontrolled release of crude oil after pressure control systems fail. If you would have been on a smaller ship, you might have gone down.
Professor Lehman, I got it up on screen.
We took a look at the section of settlement you brought us to see if we could figure out why the Cora punched through the seabed. But this time, we let the test run longer, and we discovered that the holes on the ice kept getting deeper even after the worms had died.
If it isn't the worms, is something else eating through the ice?
It is.
The bacteria.
Yes.
And if nothing stops them, how deep can they go?
All the way to the bottom, I'd imagine. The amount of methane release would be minimal and would never make it to the atmosphere, so there's no reason to be concerned about the greenhouse effect. But given how fast the worms are reproducing, it's probably worth a look to see if anyone else out there found the same worms.
Here.
Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah. I just didn't realize what a close call we all had.
Yeah, neither did I.
There's a conference in Geneva tomorrow, hosted by the International Energy Council. I wasn't planning to go, but after I heard what Katrina said, it might be a good opportunity to find out if anyone else has found the same worms.
Yeah. So you should go.
I was hoping you would come with me.
I have a pretty heavy class load next semester. And I've just been away more than I should.
We could go and get back in a day. 2 at the most.
Tina.
Look, I work for Hoverstad. People won't be as comfortable talking to me. You heard what Katrina said. If it had been a smaller ship, we would have gone down. There's someone I know who can find out for us what, if anything, anyone has discovered.
One day.
I'll set something up. Thank you.
Enough. I need air and food and a drink. Starting with the drink. Are you coming?
5 minutes.
Okay. See you up top.
There you go.
You're the best.
And for you.
Nice. Bit heavy for a Friday night, isn't it?
What can I say? My idea of fun. You're welcome to join me, but I have a very demanding professor waiting for this data.
As tempting as that sounds, I think I'll leave you to it. But if you want, you know, conversation, normal drink at the pub, we're over there.
Five minutes.
I'll take it. Cheers.
Cheers. Charlie, thanks for the message. Oh, 30. How did that happen? Wish you were here to soften the blow. We could relive some of last year's madness. Maybe not, considering. Anyway, hope the reason you're not answering is because you're with that hot guy from the boat. Miss you.